mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job.
Guys, welcome to the Urban X podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Malcom. I think that's the black dad over there. I think.
Yeah, this is a journey, bro. We've been literally trying to get this right for 1 hour.
For an hour straight, trying to get this podcast up. And his thing, it was not me. It was not my internet.
Are you deflecting? It wasn't none of us. It's something technical.
No, but like I didn't like. It's not my internet though. My internet was the culprit last time. It's not me.
Oh, it's definitely not the internet. This is a strange. I don't know if we in Mercury retrograde or whatever we are in or supposed to be in or shouldn't be in. We in it. But we in it. And so we're here. Can you hear us loud and clear? You can hear us loud and clear? All right.
I think
all
so.
right.
I think so, man. Well, what's up, y'all?
Yeah, we don't know how this is gonna
How's it doing? How y'all doing?
We don't
man?
know how this is gonna work out.
So what's up? How's your weekend?
Oh, weekend was great. Today is a holiday for me. You know what I'm saying? It is literally.
Yes, it is.
My grandson's birthday.
Yes, it is. So I can't be too angry about it because I was gonna, let it go.
Yeah, we was gonna let it go. There he is. There's the champ.
Yes.
There's the champ, Sir Noble. 4 years old today. I remember sitting in this seat 4 years ago with Marcus.
Yeah.
And we was boop, 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 boop. The champ is here. And we were drumming up a celebration.
It was 4 years flew, man. For real. I can't believe it.
Yes.
I cannot believe it.
And so the time flies, man. The time flies. I'm pretty sure he had an amazing weekend.
Yes. Took him to the water park today.
Yes.
And he didn't leave kicking and screaming, so that was good.
Maybe that's a sign of maturity, you know.
Yeah, I hope, because the last 2 years, man, that was rough. We were those parents. We were those parents with that kid that we had to kind of wrestle him into the stroller, wrestle him into the car seat because he wasn't trying to leave, but he was like, we told him we were leaving. We prepared him, told him we were leaving. And he kind of just like, he understood what was going on. And he got dressed. And then we left. So that was cool.
Okay. That is...
Cool. He enjoyed all his presents.
Yes. Yes.
He enjoyed all the birthday wishes. Thank you guys to the people who wished him happy birthday on social media and stuff like that when I posted this video. And yeah. So
super dope. Super dope. Let me throw the bomb in there.
Have a 4-year-old.
Son.
Have a 4-year-old. That is crazy.
He is the guy. So that was at least that was successful.
Yes. Yes.
Like I said, I don't know if we in Mercury retrograde. Oh, you like this shirt? Oh yeah, yeah. They not like us. They not like us. Yeah. You can get this on my website. Yeah, you can get this.
Gus, I wasn't notified about this. I was not
Yeah.
notified about. I was not in on that meeting.
Yes, I'm riding the wave.
Jesus.
I'm riding the wave because I'm going to be at the African Arts Festival the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th of July. It's the big African International Arts Festival. It takes place in Brooklyn. And I'm going to have this shirt available.
Okay.
Yeah. It's available now on my site for those of y'all who can't make the African Arts Festival. But yeah, they not like us. We different.
Is that the Kendrick quote or is that the Kamala Harris quote?
This is the Kendrick quote. We're not going with Kamala.
Cause she was on the BET Awards saying, these extremists, they're not like us.
Yeah, she was throwing the lob off the backboard for her girl to come out and do their thing. But yes,
that was almost as bad as you wearing that shirt.
What's wrong with me wearing this shirt?
No, that shirt is actually very, very nice.
Yeah, this is fire.
Yeah, I can't. But so people have branded me the OVO stand, so I can't wear it. And I want to. I want to wear
this. You can't wear this.
But people have branded me already, so I can't do it.
No, your shirt gotta say "Family Matters."
Yeah, I want to wear it, but then the street's not gonna let me. The street's not gonna let me.
Approaching you like they approach Rick Ross out there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys for being patient with us. We finally got this up and running.
We literally tried 10 times, bro. We tried like every which way. We had to restart the computer thrice, 4 times, 5 times. Restart. We had to set up the streaming keys again. If you have ever live streamed like to this level, what kind of goes into that. And we had to redo all of that to make sure. And then, as you saw, stuff still wasn't working correctly because the theme music didn't play.
So I want to apologize in advance. When we go to commercial break, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I don't know. So,
oh, my goodness.
Apologize in advance.
So, okay.
But it's great to be here, Malcolm. So, any shout outs? Do you want to do like a roll call or something?
Of course, I'm gonna, again, real quick, shout out to the one who made me a dad, my son, my beautiful son, Noble.
Yes.
Thank you for being an amazing son. Thank you for allowing me and your mom to be your parents.
Oh, you're making me cry. Yeah, because
he obviously chose us. So, that was, thank you for that. He's been growing so fast, loving the life. Loving the life, and again, thank you. Right? Right now, he is fighting his bedtime because he should be in bed. I haven't left the office, but he should be in bed. And he usually goes down with a fight, but hopefully this is a sign of maturity that he's not.
It's his birthday. He like, man, I ain't trying to do nothing.
That's
trying to get some more apple juice. Where's that apple cider, son?
So he doesn't understand the concept of a birthday yet, I don't think. Like he understands the attention, everybody's giving him attention. But if I threaten him like, Nick, I cancel this birthday because he was acting a fool yesterday, he don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So next year.
Mm-hmm.
But shouts out to everybody in the chat. I see ATL in the house. I saw do a quick, really quick roll call because we got stuff to cover. What else?
Atlanta's in the building.
I said, yeah.
Oh, you said that?
Else?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see Detroit in the building, Naptown, South Kakalaka, Hartford, Connecticut,
Harlem
in the house. Yeah.
Austin, Texas. Thank you. Las Vegas.
North Texas.
Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha.
Cleveland, Jacksonville. Okay, cool. Thank you guys. And let's get started. Hit the button, man. Hit the button.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Okay, so last time we spoke, we did not presidential debates were happening the next day or that week. We didn't speak that day because we didn't do the pod that Thursday. But the presidential debates were happening, and me and wifey, we sat down, dimmed the lights, got a good meal, and we watched this like this was prime time. Power, Ghosts, Game of Thrones. Like we sat down and really got together, made sure Noble was asleep. We made sure we watched this because we see it as the show that it actually is. We didn't take it too serious. We didn't see it as the destruction of our democracy. We said this is a show and we're going to treat it as such. And boy, were we entertained.
Yes.
Now, my quick recap, I saw it as a tale of two halves, okay? So, first half, I believe that Trump won that first half. Okay? Just listening to what was happening, just listening to what they were saying, the demeanor, Trump, the rules, and I remember when CNN announced the rules of them muting the mics, of it being no live audience there. I thought like they were really going out of their way to make sure Trump was at a disadvantage. However, if you watched it, everything worked in Trump's favor because he didn't have to interrupt for Biden to hang himself. Biden was just kind of doing that on his own.
Yes.
Right? Now, that's why I said, like, because in that first half before the commercial break, he was just kind of letting Biden talk. And Biden himself, it was bugging me out. He will go on these long tangents and then open himself up for a point that was nowhere near the question in the line of questioning. Like, he was talking about something, and he said, yeah, and then, because he's going to say the immigrants are coming in. I'm like, yo, that question had nothing to do with immigrants or immigration or the crime. It was about something completely different. And he opened himself up to that, and Trump was just able to come in and capitalize. Now, in the second half, what Trump was doing, which was just annoying me, he just wasn't answering any questions.
Yes.
He was just like, and there were things that I would have genuinely liked to know. What was your answer to that? What was your retort to that? And he would go, no, let me get back to that first off. And then he would just go off on his long rant. And then Biden, for as incoherent as he is, he stayed on topic for the most part in that second half.
Right.
However, I was explaining this to my friends because he was like, yo, Biden is smoking. I said, listen, I don't care. He looks and he sounds old.
Yes.
He sounds too old. He is knocking on death's door. And it's just like, it's no way you can salvage this because he just looks and sounds old. What was your analysis on it?
My analysis is they wheeled Biden out there to look like that on purpose. I want to start there.
You beat me to it. Go ahead.
Yes, so they did that on purpose because inception is at play here. And because if you notice, right after the election, all of the networks on cue, whether there was right wing, left wing, on cue, was saying the same thing. And that is, this man is too old to run for president. And he's too old, and something needs to be done, and this is bad. And so they're lining you up. Problem, reaction, solution. They are lining you up for the audible, pun intended, right? That's going to take place in the next month or two. It could be Michelle. It could be Newman, Newsom. But they're lining you up. And so I think he was purposely ran out there like that. And he was stumbling and bumbling from the beginning. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. Even Trump was like, I don't know what he just said. I don't think he knows what he just said. But let me continue. And then at the end, and I will, he got strong, Biden. Yeah, no, you're talking to you, loser. So he tried to amp up a little bit of, you loser, you sucker. You know, he thought he was dropping bombs on him, but at the end of the day, I saw what all I really needed to see, and it really has nothing to do with Biden per se. They would purposely ran him out here, and what Trump was doing, like you said, he wanted more time to reiterate what he was rebutting when he wasn't supposed to rebut.
And
when
you know
they
what's
was
crazy?
asking him a new question, he would spend a minute and a half on answering the old question, and then that was his smooth way of not answering questions he didn't want to answer.
Yeah, and I also want to take a deep look into the time that they had to talk, because it seemed like Biden always had either went too long with his time and they had to cut him off, or he still had like 80 seconds left to talk. Yeah,
well, when you have dementia or you kind of like off kilter, he don't know if he coming or going. This is what I mean.
Have to do that to. It didn't feel like they had to do that to Trump, not once.
Well, Trump seems to have a little bit more of his cognitive, abilities, and so he understands this a little bit more. And so he was just like you said, he was letting Biden hang himself. You know what I'm saying, for the most part. And then when he hit him with the, super predator shit, that shit really, he was like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he never answered any questions about immigration at all. He never answered, talking about Biden, any questions about Ukraine. He didn't answer any of those questions. Trump didn't answer any questions about January 6th. He didn't answer any questions, that he didn't want to answer Hitler, and reflective.
The Hitler comments. I was waiting to see what that was. I was like, did he say that about Hitler?
And he said he didn't say that. He said it was a lie. And that's why. But why did you fire the general? I fired the general because he was incompetent. And so they went back and forth. And so it was the shit show I expected. I'm almost willing to guarantee that the second debate will be somebody else. And you're going to ask for it as the American people. I had people who are all Biden all day. They was like, it was bad, but one debate don't really, you know what I'm saying? It don't mean. So they went with that narrative, but the inception is well at play here, guys. It's well
Once I saw CNN, MSNBC talk like it was a funeral.
Yes.
Like they were talking like, I was like, because they lied. They were telling you to not believe your own eyes for the last 4 years.
Exactly.
The last week, 7 days prior to the debate, they were all using the same script. He's mentally sharp. He's on top of things. He's cognitively all there. They kept saying he's mentally sharp. Every one of these people followed the same script. Now, 7 days later, everybody's going, we need to do something. There's panic within the debate. Within the Democratic Party, there's panic. We don't know what to do. Now, here's my theory. Because remember, Trump's hearing or his sentencing is coming up for his guilty verdict, right?
Nope.
I don't believe he's going to jail.
They've already granted him immunity.
Was it a sitting president or was it him?
The ruling came down.
Does that roll over to him?
Yeah, the ruling came down today that Donald Trump was been granted immunity. No sitting president is what they said, but it applies to him. He can't be charged for something that happened when he was in office. That came down today. That was the judgment that came down today.
So that came down because I was kind of like reading that in the eyes of they can't get Biden for nothing.
Right. So well, they can't get either one. They probably did that for Biden. See, these people are very clever.
Yeah.
Trump may just be the byproduct of them getting out ahead to make sure Biden faces no war crimes or when his shit hit the fan. Side note, too, I think he had an earplug in his ear.
He probably did.
Biden. It looked like he was confused, like he wanted to say something, but then there was this little man in his head, and that's why his sentence started with immigration and healthcare, and the game was tired in the fourth quarter.
His
Yeah,
voice
Herbert
sound,
started going off on a side rant.
his voice sound weak. He just looked like he was all over the place. It was bad. But there's people who still go like, but anything is better than Trump, right? So
Right.
I think so. I don't think it's gonna be Michelle Obama. It's not gonna be her. Maybe Gavin Newsom. It's not gonna be. Yeah, listen, you think they're gonna put a black woman as a president?
First of all, that's a black man.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
No, okay, no, okay, no. On real talk, no, I don't think so. But I've been getting whispers that Obama's been in charge the whole time. You know,
Yeah.
Obama, Hillary, they're all one clique.
Yeah.
So, you know, who they bring out, they just have to bring out somebody who can talk. And the way they're going to do it, they're going to honor Biden for his patriotism. And, you know, he's serviced us. So we're in the spirit of Joe Biden, but we added somebody a little bit more young, a little bit more vibrant, a little bit more cognitive, a little bit more commanding in that situation. So you're right. It may not be Michelle, but who Newsom is going to be somebody.
So I'm hearing Newsom, and I'm hearing the governor from Michigan.
What's his name?
I forget his name, but I'm hearing like him, and then they'll probably, as his running mate, it'll probably be a black dude, a black man.
So Kamala automatically forfeits that situation as vice president?
She's unlikable. They're going to dump her. They're going to say, thank you for your service.
Damn.
Bye. Yeah.
Damn.
It's not happening. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So what's happening? And then, you know, what's happening now, the usual suspects on social media, as far as like political talk, they're doing the, you know, black women, this is the fight of our lives. We need to get behind Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. This is the fight of our lives. We need to do this. And I'm just like, yo, come on. And then right on cue, Kamala Harris goes on the BET Awards and talks to Taraji and Yes Girl and Snap and, you know, that stuff. And they're not like us, girl. And, God.
Did you see the picture of her pouring hot sauce on her food?
Who?
Kamala.
No, I did not.
Okay, it's out there on the internet. So it's out there.
God.
Little subtle jabs and, you know. And so that's what's going on with that. And like I said, the ruling came down today that Trump will be granted immunity for voter registration fraud and January 6th and all of that. So, and they're going to appeal it. He saw it, as he mentioned, as a victory. And so if they appeal the process, from what I'm hearing, that's going to happen way after the election, which is what he wanted anyway. So if he wins the election, he back in, the situation is what it is.
Got you. So my original theory was prior to, I think, July 1st, they would have 2 new candidates. So I'm not right. Like, so I lost that. I did say that.
You did say that. You did say that. And today is the first day of the Jason months, which end, you know, pretty much at the culmination of the election. And so this thing is starting to pop.
Yeah. So, okay. All right. So that was our recap with that. But once I saw, and as you said, once I saw MSNBC, CNN, all these people flip on Biden, the New York Times, you know, the usual suspects, I was like, all right, they did this on purpose. Like, there's no way.
These people are too calculated and too orchestrated to let mistakes of that magnitude and capacity happen.
Yeah.
Right? They just know too much, but they also understand they're dealing with the public. And so they have to create scenarios which you beg for what it is that they were going to do all along, because it abstains them from any repercussions because you asked for it. Yeah. The universe will provide you with what you asked for. And so in that scenario, it's you know it is problem, reaction, solution.
Yeah.
It's a sandwich.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Want to talk Rick Ross? Let's talk Rick Ross. Nigga
Oh, well, let's get
news.
some of that in. There's some nigga news in there.
So Rick Ross had a performance in Vancouver, Canada, and I believe at the end of his performance, he played Kendrick Lamar, "Not Like Us."
He played this?
Yes, yeah.
Wow,
ShopUrbanX.com.
They Not Like
Yeah,
Us?
yeah.
Wow.
ShopUrbanX.com. He played that, and then some people approached him, his bodyguard, and they put the beats on his bodyguard and his DJ, and they got it bad. Like they really like when I was watching the clip, I was like, all right, there's a little scuffle, a little standoff, nothing crazy. No, they beat the brakes off them boys.
Yeah. And here's the thing, Malcolm. You got to understand, for every action, there's a reaction.
An equal
And what I mean
reaction.
by that is, say it again?
I said an equal reaction.
Oh, okay, yes. So Kendrick Lamar has galvanized the entire West Coast, right? He has culture, he has a background, he's socially in tune with his people, you know what I mean? The whole 9 yards. And by him doing so, the reverberation is as powerful and strong as the West Coast is and what they stand for. Equally as bad it makes Toronto and Canada look, because there is no so-called movement. Now, I will say this. Toronto has got it popping. I've been there a number of times.
Yeah, I like Toronto.
The Canaan Land Moors, Prime, a whole bunch of brothers out there, ND, Vic. They've been bringing me out there for years, and I didn't know that they were in tune socially. But the overall spectrum of what Drake probably represents is nowhere near as powerful as that West Coast energy and that West Coast vibe. However, for you to have the audacity to go into his backyard and try to pull that off just for the sake of those in Canada who like, nah, son, we ain't soft out here. We get it in. Because it ain't where you from, it's where you at. And so he had that ass whipping coming. And just like he's got to be very careful. You just can't show up in the middle of your enemy's backyard and think you're going to get that one off. They Not Like Us, as powerful as that song is. And so to me, he had a death wish. Him and his DJ and his manager, them niggas was on a kamikaze mission or something.
Yeah. And I'm not going to lie. Since this whole beef started, Rick Ross has been looking terrible to me, bro. Like, he just looks corny. And so you understand he is playing a role, right?
Yes.
As the boss. He's playing a role. And I thought once he kind of like leaned into like the funny dude, like when he puts up those videos on his farm with the animals and stuff like that, when eating the chicken. So I thought like, okay, he's being funny, he's leaning into that. But once you try to go back into the boss thing and then off of the back of somebody else, it's not even like your steam.
Right.
It's not even you. And you try to like ride the coattails of somebody else to be relevant. I just found him like,
I mean, to be well, Drake did mention him, yes?
Well, no, so what happened was he mentioned him after Ross recorded himself listening to the Like That record.
Oh, okay, got you.
Right? So that's when the Like That record came out, that's when everybody started kind of picking sides, like, okay, we're over here, and that's what prompted Drake's response to him.
Ah, got you.
And
Which probably means that there was some undertone stuff going there anyway.
Absolutely.
So listen, these are all characters, including Rick Ross, because shit, he ain't even the real Rick Ross. So he a character.
Yeah.
And once I saw him on the farm and doing fat boy shit, big back shit, big back. Once I saw all the big back shit going on, I was like, okay, we don't believe you. You need more people. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so from that point on, I'm like, ain't nothing he can tell me about anything. And so with that being said, they were all playing characters. All of them
Yeah.
are doing some kind of, the whole, because most of them are nowhere near gangster rappers. Most of them, if you was moving that much cocaine and all that, you'd be in jail unless you're a federal informant. So we understand that they're all characters. But his character has been exposed. But the greatest exposure, as we know, was Drake's character. And so in alignment with that, we have a whole situation of us being able to see what's so-called real and what's not. What's REAL and REEL.
Last 10 years have been a PR nightmare for rappers. Like, they just look so uncool every year.
Yes.
Like, the more and more just come out like, oh no, you didn't get no girls. It was just the money that did that for you. Or like, you were not cool. You didn't have no friends either. Like, it was just the money.
Yes.
Or nobody really like you. Like, so yeah, you're right.
And that's a false. That can do something to your ego, bro.
Absolutely.
When you have that kind of power, and so, but we're in the state of revelation. This is the book of Revelations that we're in now, and so all of them will be revealed. The greatest contrast with Kendrick and Drake that I can bring up is Kendrick Lamar is a real boxer.
Mm-hmm.
He trained for 30 years, and he's a real boxer.
Yeah.
Drake is a boxer in a movie.
Okay.
So Drake is a movie boxer. He's like Rocky in the movie.
Yeah.
And because he's the star of every movie, he start thinking this nigga can really box. And then he crossed the line and said something to a real boxer.
Okay, I like that.
Sort
I like
of
that analogy.
Martin with Tommy Hearns.
Yeah.
Remember Martin was in the ring and he won the little fundraiser and talked to Tommy Hearns.
Martin, what was it? Martin Raw Dog Payne?
Yeah, Martin Raw Dog Payne. And said something really off key to Tommy, and then you see what Martin's face looked like. And so that's probably the best analogy that I can give you.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Of that whole situation. Yeah. So Drake started thinking he was a real boxer.
Yeah.
And then a real boxer boxed his face up.
Yeah.
I like it. And there you have it.
That's a great analogy.
And then if you watch Rick Ross when all this jump off, he even tried to act like he was a boxer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny shit. Yeah.
That was a great analogy.
Thank you.
Good one. Okay, all right, hit the button.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Jamie Foxx. Did you see that video that just came out?
I only watched I kind of heard what he said, but reiterate and bring me up to speed on that.
So apparently he said he was having a bad headache.
Yes.
And then he was having a bad headache, and then he asked a friend for an Advil, and then woke up 20 days later with no memory of what had happened.
Yeah, I heard that. I thought that's what he said.
Now, in the video when he's talking about this, he has a QR code on his shirt. I was trying to see what the QR code led to, but my phone wasn't picking it up through the screen. I don't know what was going on. It wasn't picking it up. So, because I thought what the hell, but an Advil, and then apparently he said the doctor said there was something going on up there, and he didn't want to say it on camera.
All right, let me give you my black dot opinion on this. Come on, get him, champ. You the greatest, man. Pull that shoulder out, champ. Nobody can mess with you, champ, when it comes to pulling your shoulder down. Yeah, you damn right. Shit.
That's what we're here for.
I think he's trying to put the shit back in the horse, the toothpaste back in the tube, and get you to allow him to come back into general population, so to speak, right?
Okay.
Now, he can't just come back and act like ain't nothing happened. So he has to come back sort of with a story so that you won't continue to ask him what happened to him. I'd take an Advil. I've never taken an Advil and woke up 20 days later unless he's insinuating that somebody was trying to kill him, right? Like if your man give you an aspirin and you wake up 20 days later, I need to be talking to your man. Yo, so what did you give him? Look, Will Smith just did it at the BET Awards. Will Smith, first of all, Will Smith has a 2-3-part tier here. He put out Bad Boys 4, slamming, funny, the whole 9 yards. I forgot a number of gruesome things about him. You know what I'm saying? It's very embarrassing. I watched Tasha K. It was very embarrassing, right? Plus the stuff I already knew, and you know the smack and all of that. I didn't think about none of that. And you know, black people, we're very forgiving. Then this nigga goes to the next level with it and puts out a gospel song. He talking about God and the forgiveness in the middle of a burning circle and all that shit. And he used the worst person he could ever use. What's his name?
Kirk Franklin.
Kirk Franklin. God damn it, he's just as bad as T.D. Jakes, as far as I'm concerned. But it's the usual suspects that you call to bring you back into acceptance. Because these niggas ain't got nothing to do with God. T.D. Jakes, Kirk Franklin, Creflo Dollar, they are the furthest thing away from God ever. But for black people, you can't just come back in the mix. You have to be sanctioned. Diddy did it with T.D. Jakes. When he was having his problems, he started hanging with who? T.D. Jakes to get acceptance, because T.D. Jakes is the conduit between the people and God in the minds of the people.
Well, definitely celebrities and God.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, you know, like, you know, before you could do bad, right? You could do some real foul stuff, and the people just not gonna accept you until T.D. Jakes says, you know, let's forgive him, swallowed him up. You know, have you ever been swallowed up? What? Pause. No Diddy, right? And so, in the BET realm of music, because you know your man is banned from the Oscars for the next 10 years. So in a realm of music, who better than Kirk Franklin to bring you back in? Yeah.
Right.
So, and people bought it. And so I think Jamie Foxx is going to work his way back into, because he ain't been in nothing really significant in terms of movies and all that lately. He's gonna work, he's trying to put the toothpaste back in the tube, have you forget about all of those things that happened. He's learned his lesson. They sat him down, they said, nigga, you talking too much. Let me show you something. This shit could be over. You fortunate to be here. So straighten up, blame it on, you know, blame it on the juice, the alcohol, blame it on something. Blame it on the Tylenol. Is it what he blame it on? The Altoids? What did he take?
Advil.
Blame it on the Advil. Blame it on the Yeah, I get it. Blame it on the Advil.
That was a good one. That was another good one. You on fire. You on fire.
You know what I'm saying? And so we will forgive him because we like Jamie. He is another 3-tier. He can sing, he can act, he can do comedy. All he got to do is hit us with some jokes.
Yeah. You right? Hit the button.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Was that a laugh button that you tried to hit just now?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's how they killed Bruce Lee. No, they killed Bruce Lee with a specific move that only Shaolin, the people in Shaolin understand. They hit a pressure point that screwed Bruce up because he was teaching the ancient sciences. At least that's the way I was, brought into it. And they screwed your man up. And then they shot his son in the face, just as
isn't he part of one of the 13?
Yes, he's
Chinese
part of one of the 13 Illuminati families. He just changed his name from L.I. to L.E.E. to make it more Americanized. Then he married a pilgrim. Dude, Bruce was way out of pocket.
Yeah.
Married a pilgrim, teaching tall Kareem Abdul-Jabbar niggas and shit, karate and shit, and he was way out. He was listening to music. He was a DJ. His nigga was in the hood. Bruce was that guy, but he was violating all of the sacred shit he wasn't supposed to be violating. Yeah.
Okay. So I wanted to put you on to this movie, you guys. It's called Fly Me to the Moon.
Yeah.
And I believe who's in this? I think Scarlett Johansson is in it. And it is about them trying. That's not Scarlett. Channing Tatum, and I think Scarlett Johansson's in it too. But it's about them faking the moon landing. About like them trying to figure out ways to film it. They got to. And matter of fact, it looks like a modern version of Wag the Dog.
Yes.
They show them picking the director, and he's talking about how he's gonna get all this credit for it, and they're like, all right, nobody can know about this. And he was like, what the hell? So it looks like Wag the Dog, but for the moon landing. And they play in your faces. They play in your faces.
Yes. Yes. And remember that they have to tell the truth, but it doesn't say in which mode they have to tell the truth. They have to just tell the truth. And it's a real complex thing for me to try to explain to people who don't know how the universe works. Let's just say the universe is not literal. Well, maybe the universe is literal, where as long as it is told, the universe is not discerning, well, it's a fake movie. No, the universe or the cosmic or the karmic law here says you have to tell the people what you're doing. So, as long as you tell them what you're doing, it's done. It's sort of like saying to the universe, I'm going to be rich one day. And the universe says, you will be rich one day. Whenever that one day is, it's nothing direct. It's nothing commanding now. And when you understand how you can't say, I will be, you have to say, I am already rich, successful. Man is so great to be rich and successful. And then the universe will acquiesce and make that happen. Of course, the vibratory rate in which you can hold the thought is critical there, right? And so I always teach the reason these rappers have what they want at an accelerated rate is because they get you to give them your thought energy to accelerate it is what they want at a faster rate. So Rick Ross puts out a video back in the days of all the stuff that he has, this all shit that he probably rented props, but he's projecting an image through WorldStar, and after 10 million views on WorldStar, 3 videos later, he actually owns all of that stuff. So when you are working on your meditations and the things you want, a lot of time it's just you. And if you don't have a focused and concentrated effort, because you got to work, you got to go to school, Nobu's running around, this is happening, got to go shopping, and so you don't have the concentrated energy to do so, it becomes harder. Why do you think all of these so-called gangster rappers and all of that, these young people have everything they want because they have almost like a singular focus. They come out, I want to be rich, I want to get this money, and they align themselves with other people who are doing the same thing, and they're lending and borrowing each other's vibratory energy, and then they have what you want. You or me, I'm old school. You got to work hard, pension, don't miss too many days, and when I retire, I can cash those days in, and I'll get 2-3 months, and then I get a watch, and then and so the way we see things as older people is just different. Young people is like, look, I'm not doing all that. I'm going to be rich by the time I'm 18 by any means. And sure enough, they hustle, they did this, and then they walk around with wads of cash and they just throw them around. And people like me and older people, we cringe because we've never had that much cash. Not even after I cash in my goddamn, what do you call that? Tax return. Even a nigga tax return don't look like that, right? And so it's all about how you see and perceive those things. And so to tie it back into this movie here, they know that the whole shit was a hoax. and we didn't go to the moon as they say we did. I don't care what they tell you, because we can't get back. Don't make no sense. And so here it is. We're giving you the truth.
I watched somebody break down the distance between here and the moon, and that it's like that magnetic field between Earth and the moon. It's like it's in between, and how like nothing like she broke down how like the technology we have now can't even get a stable signal through that and stuff like that. And people were like, no, well, they explained that when they originally went through, it was through a hole through that like field or some shit. And then so I'm like, in the 60s.
Yeah.
In the 60s.
All bullshit.
So I'm actually very curious to see this movie because I want to see how they're gonna try to spin the narrative.
Yeah, and remember the original producer who produced that was Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah.
Stanley Kubrick was the one who faked the moon landing joint. He did.
They joked about. I feel like they made a joke about him in the trailer. Stanley Kubrick.
Okay, so he's the actor in that movie unofficially because that was a Stanley Kubrick production, and he left hints throughout his other movies. What's the shit? Eyes Wide Shut was his last movie. He did The Shining. He did a few movies, Odyssey, something, where he left sort of like clues on. And then remember, he died 666 days after filming that movie, Eyes Wide Shut, in which he gave up a lot of Illuminati secrets and things of that nature. Listen, these people are very diabolical, but they run everything, geometrically speaking, as Ani would be so, on point to tell you how they do things and how, if they can fix dates, they can. And I think they're looking just a little bit ahead of us. That's it. You can't tell me The Simpsons ain't on to something. I'm sorry. It's impossible to be that goddamn, on point. How you gonna have Jay-Z on a t-shirt with himself on it with dreads on it, bro?
Yeah. Was that a real Simpsons commercial?
No, that's in one of them goddamn cartoons. How you gonna have Kobe crashing in a goddamn helicopter? In a cartoon. That wasn't The Simpsons, but I'm just simply saying somebody knows something. They're looking through some form of looking glass, or what you think is the future and past. We're trained to look at it linear, forward and backwards, when all of it could be like this. And so jumping in and out with a little bit of technology is really not that hard to do. It's really not.
And then there's one more movie that they actually pulled from the premiere. It was called, I think, The Last Screenwriter. It was called.
Okay.
And this movie, it was written by ChatGPT, and the movie is about ChatGPT, like a film writer struggling with the fact that now ChatGPT can take his job. So it's like meta on top of meta, and people are so upset about it because obviously AI is writing movies now. So, and that they actually shot and filmed and stuff like that, like the script and everything. So people are pissed. So they actually pulled it. It was supposed to premiere somewhere, and they actually pulled it.
Well, as they should be. I mean, Malcolm, ChatGPT can write a better movie than you can, because it's very technical. Now, what's going to be missing from the movie is the spiritual essence, the creative essence of how this stuff goes, because ChatGPT don't have feelings. And so while it can digitally lay out scenes, movies are not about just digitally laying out scenes. They evoke emotion and certain things, and that has to be done in a way of something you can relate to between real people. And so, but that's what happened to music. When music went from analog to digital, I speak of, sure, the digital aspect can give you precise, but there is like when Aretha Franklin sings and she hits one of those notes, there's still music you can't hear when the note stops. They call it it's like a reverberation. RESPECT. And the digital aspect cuts it off because in its mind, the note has ended. So in a movie, when you're talking about digital movie making, you may think the scene is over when the two people glance into each other's eyes, but the scene is not over because they're gazing into each other's thoughts because the eyes are the windows to what? The soul. And those things you can't kind of quantify in just putting people on a scene and things of that nature. So I think that's where artificial music and artificial movies and artificial book telling will never win. It could never win because you can't actualize the feeling of the actual experience. And unless ChatGPT is gonna have a soul, you know what I'm saying? It'll never work. It'll just be words on a screen or actors on a scene with no soul essence to it. Damn, I'm cooking tonight.
Yes, absolutely. So there's definitely going to be a 100% like fully AI movie that's going to come out soon because if we talked about the Sora program where they can create like crazy scenes, like super detailed scenes just from a prompt. So, and then a chat GPT can prompt itself damn near, right? So you can tell it to, or you could just put in a prompt for ChatGPT and then put in a prompt for Sora, and then there are now AI voice cloning, like Sound Labs. We talked about that. Universal Music Group just created a deal with, and they're gonna be able to just create a 100% AI movie or TV show soon, and you're gonna see it.
Remember, they're prepping you for it with the artificial food, with the the jibbity jab, all of these things are removing you. You don't think you a male or female. You anything you want to be, and what you're doing is opening yourself up and making yourself susceptible. The whole Drake psyop proved it. This nigga was never a rapper.
Yeah.
Right? But he put out some slaps. Right?
Yeah.
Because they had the data on what would be slapping. And then when it changed, they didn't bring out a new artist.
They just had him do it.
The same nigga into Jamaica what this something, what the London sound. Hey, what be done? What did this day? What the London sound? They just made the nigga into that shit. And then they do the reggae. This nigga was everything this nigga's artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Right? And so they're prepping you along the way. And the food in particular, the food, the water, the music is all prepping you to receive information that's soulless. Because guess who it benefits? Those without souls. And there are a lot of people running around us that don't have souls. And you wonder why they act like they do. Malcolm, I think it's time for a commercial break.
Oh, yeah, it's way past time for a commercial break. Let's see if this works. Hopefully it works.
Please.
Come on. Okay. Not working. Link below, give me your name and email, and we can get started. All right, don't.
Welcome to Turn a New Leaf, where we believe in the power of nature to heal and transform. In a world filled with synthetic solutions, we offer a different path, a path rooted in ancient wisdom. Just as every leaf in nature has the potential to change and grow, so too do we have that potential and power to transform our lives. Our mission is simple: empowering individuals to reclaim control of their health. Behind every product is our team that is dedicated and committed to harnessing the power of nature to provide you with safe, effective solutions. So whether you're looking to support your immune system, improve your digestion, lose weight, or simply enhance your overall well-being, we have something for you. So take the first step on your journey to optimal health. Visit our website today and start turning a new leaf with Turn a New Leaf. Nature's solution for a healthier, happier you. See you on the other side of health.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Chanel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, sending infinite thanks to your higher selves, your legions of angels, your ancestors, your spirit animals, and divine source itself for allowing us to continuously connect in this time and space. I am so grateful to be a beautiful vessel to assist you on your journey and help facilitate healing. Be sure to visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com, where you can view my blogs, exclusive videos, and schedule all of your services. I can also be reached at 786-828-8722. Be sure to also view my YouTube channel, where I have hundreds of videos for you on your spiritual journey. Thank you so much, wealthy family. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love.
We're back.
And we're back.
Oh, God.
So obviously there's some kind of delay going on, but
Jeez,
we are back. Yeah,
Hold on,
this t-shirt you can get, They Not Like Us, is already up on the site. We have it in black, white, red, gray, kente. You know, got some stuff happening. Hotep, brothers and sisters, they are not like us. If you know what I mean, brothers. Oh, you like that in the kente, small? We have that. Hotep to you. Yeah.
And thank you guys for joining us, and we apologize for the technical difficulties, but we're here. We're here.
Yes.
All right. We're here with you. Today's a special day. Today's my son's 4th birthday, and I don't know if you guys know.
Yes, it's a holiday. It's on July 1st now, not July 4th. Shit.
July 1st.
Yeah.
And yo, like I tried not to be cliche about it, but that day, like seeing his little face changed my life, man. Like it really
it's
changed
supposed to.
Everything. Like
it's
it literally
supposed to,
did.
bro.
So
you know, it's supposed to humble a man. It is supposed to give him great respect for women, what they endure. It is supposed to you know, it's supposed to do all that. You know?
So absolutely. So
yeah.
These years are flying, as somebody just said. Tito Sanders, absolutely.
Yeah, you know what it is.
So let's get to some more stuff.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So I heard a rumor. I'm not sure if this is real, but it's everywhere. That President Vladimir Zelensky of Ukraine, his wife just purchased a Bugatti.
Well, what's wrong with that? She got to look fly.
For 4 million pounds.
How much is that?
That's a little over $5 million.
Okay, she got it.
Yeah, using our money, using taxpayers' dollars.
Dude, You think she the only one using our money? They all using our
But
money, homie.
goddamn, like you buy, like you don't even keep it subtle. You buy a Bugatti.
She's
That's like remember them people with the PPP loans and they would just come on. Like you wasn't even subtle. Like
yeah,
come
they
on,
was doing
bro.
it big. They was doing it big on them PPP loans, son. Like, yo, I got it. Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Get Right Entertainment LLC. You know what I'm saying? I got 50 employees.
I got it, LLC.
I got it, LLC. They not like us, LLC. You know what I'm saying? Because we getting it big. And then that money started drying up.
Yeah,
They
it
was
sure
just like,
did.
Now the feds is like, we just want to see some of the receipts for the 57 employees that work at your corporation.
Yeah.
I had to fire everybody. Everybody had to go. Shit, it's just me.
Yeah.
You know. So
that's Vladimir Putin's wife. Vladimir Zelensky, the Ukraine.
Oh yeah, you put up Putin and his wife and shit. They getting money too. Everybody out here getting money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now I heard Putin has access to like $1 trillion. And
Yeah. And
something
because
crazy.
he ain't got to talk to nobody. It don't have to go through legislation. It don't have to go through. He ain't got to speak to Congress and they have to approve. He can just go, show me the money.
Yeah.
How much is money we have here? $1 trillion. How do we get to $1 trillion? That's all he got to do. He ain't, you said something, and he'll just knock you off, and then, you know, it's a wrap. And so, speaking of that, Malcolm, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go.
Now I was gonna bring it back to the debate when Trump pressed him on. I feel like he should have went harder on the Ukraine thing.
Yes.
But the reason why I think he couldn't go, is because the same criticism he could lobby at him for giving so much money to Ukraine is the same thing he could give to Israel, but they're all in Israel's pocket. So it's like they couldn't really.
That's where I was going with it.
Yeah,
because if you do that and you start mentioning that Israel shit, then you can't be like, well, where's all that money you gave to Israel? And it's over for you. You can't do that.
Yeah.
So he tread lightly with it, tried to keep it on Ukraine. He mentioned what he would do if he was in Gaza, you know, how he would deal with it lightly.
Yeah.
And then he just kept that moving. Malcolm, have you heard of this Chevron doctrine?
Please explain it to me.
Okay. You know, I've been going down the TikTok hole for a couple of days on it, right? But this is all factual.
Okay.
The Chevron doctrine situation is this. For 40 plus years, all of the alphabet agencies, FBI, CIA, DOE, Department of Motor Vehicles, all of them agencies have had the ability to interpret and create their own laws and rules and statutes as they see fit. The government will pass a law and then expect you to carry out the law based on your area of expertise. And what I mean by that is this. Let's say you used to want to go fishing. You would just go fishing. But with the Fish and Tackle Commission or whatever, now you need a license to go fishing. And they can regulate how many fish you catch, where you can fish at, where you can't. The same thing with the DMV can make all these laws. You need a registration, and then we're going to charge you a registration fee for this, a license fee for that. Well, all of that has now been overturned. So what that means is all of those organizations can no longer write the law as they see fit and things of that nature. And now that power goes back to the people. Now, it means more work for the lawmakers who have to see this law all the way through, but it will be one unified system, not a system based on, okay, they must be the experts in food and the food and Drug Administration. Perfect example.
Okay.
where they can create the law to say what is poisonous and what's not poisonous. You know, and that's how all that shit get in your food. That is all gone now. And it's going to be one law based on the judges who create that law. They got to follow that law through. I know that sounds confusing. But what it does is it's going to restore order back to the people. So individuals who are corrupt, who can get money under the table by saying, it's only a little bit of lead in that cereal. Let's let that go through. And it should overall benefit us, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Okay?
Cool.
Now, there'll be those in the comment section who can go on an even deeper dive, but the Chevron situation has been overturned, and now those laws, the people are now responsible for carrying out those laws, and they should be unified laws. Now, there could be, for instance, the laws of prison. You know, they have their own situation where they could say, you got to work for 7 cents an hour. All of that stuff that's speculative and based on individuals. It has to be more regulated across the board everywhere we go.
Okay.
So look it up, Chevron.
See,
Supreme Court overturns. Yep. So, yep.
I'm gonna look that up.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
That sounds fascinating. So, and more like TV stuff, right? So, in the show called The Boys, which is like a parody of, you know, superhero stuff like that. But in that world, superheroes are real, right? They get their powers from this drug, but the superheroes are actors, right? So like they are in movies and stuff like that. Their saves are not really saved at stage and stuff like that. So they did within the show, they did a parody of like Marvel and Disney stuff. So they got a bunch of movies coming out. So they're talking about this movie coming out, and he said for different audiences, like for white audiences, this beer is gonna be like, you know, like Budweiser, let's say, right? But for black audiences, it's gonna be like some cognac, like let's just say.
Yeah.
So people like in the show, like, you know, black people were obviously offended by that, right? But apparently the reason why the writers put that in the show is because it's a very real thing that they're gonna start to do it, and Amazon is trying to do it. Amazon
product
told
placement.
them, yes, product placement based on who's watching.
Wow.
Right? So if you're black, right, and they think black people like Heineken instead of Budweiser.
Wow. Now, question I'm gonna ask you: how will they know if I'm black?
I think based on the probably 1,000 data points they have on your buying habits. Probably where you're from, because they have all of that stuff, right? They have your address, they have your buying habits, they have, you know, you want natural hair cream rather than this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? They can probably tell everything about you.
I'm buying shea butter.
Yeah, and then mind you, and they also have Whole Foods as well, so they have your eating habits there too.
Yo, Amazon is very dangerous.
Extremely.
So now the movies are interactive movies.
Yes.
Based on who you are.
They do that already. They do that already. Right? So if a movie is in Zootopia,
China.
right?
Right, yes.
Yeah, if a movie is in China, the main character is going to be a panda rather than a moose.
Okay, but that's a general thing.
Yeah. So
but
they're trying to do this,
individualize that.
Yes, that's AI
else.
on another level. That's computing on another level. I don't know what that's gonna cause.
If it knows that I look up Chinese midgets, like they might have some scenes in there with some Chinese midgets.
Chinese midgets, yeah.
Wow. So that's where it's going. But that makes sense.
Remember
the experience the way you want it.
Remember the football game that was on Amazon Prime? They were serving up commercials based on your buying habits. Not the same commercials that everyone else is doing.
And now, remember, they got a bigger deal with the NFL coming up. So that was the test run. They did that on Amazon on Black Friday.
Yep.
That was the first NFL game that came on Black Friday.
Yep.
And the purpose of it was to flash on the bottom of my screen all the shit we've been buying all year or what they think that we would like.
Yeah, because people don't realize, like, television is not like it's for ads. All of this for ads.
Radio too, all of that's for ads.
It's radio. It's all for ads. Newspapers for ads. Like, they call baseball America's pastimes because there's more baseball games than football. And if we tell you that baseball is America's pastime, so you can read about these games every other day in this paper, now we can serve you more ads. Football has always been more popular in America than baseball.
Yes.
So propaganda to sell papers to get more ads in front of you. That's all it was.
Right. And I tell people all the time, you're listening to a radio station. It's not about, they ain't playing those songs because you like them or they care about the music. It's the demographic in which that station is designed to service. If I listen to old school jams, they're not going to be promoting a hip hop concert or talking about things that, so rock and things that young people like. Just like if you're on a country station. And so now they're individualizing that, which is scary. That's very scary because now you're taking my information, and it's already bad when I mention or I look up some damn tube socks and the damn ad follows me wherever I go across all platforms. Now, we do that too because we, on our Urban X ads, we follow your ass now. We learn how to do that shit. You be like, damn, I just saw Urban X. God damn, I just saw Urban X. We know how to follow you now, so I understand the science, but me not understanding it prior, it was goddamn annoying. You know what I mean? Yeah. Wow.
And remember, I told you, there's been times like I went into a store, tried on a jacket, and then left like, I'm good. And then seeing the ad for that jacket, I'm just like, all right, how? And I didn't look it up prior to either.
Right. And see, it's the augmented reality that we are now in, where now there are stores on top of stores, right? So, that's the brother with the Bitcoin was breaking that down. Chicago Bitcoin, right?
Bitcoin, yep.
Or how I could be walking near the Nike store and through my augmented glasses, my own store could be right in that same virtual space. And so your phone already has that ability through Apple, so it knows that you stopped at this particular spot, Dr. J's, or damn, I'm aging myself. I said Dr. J's. But you know what kind of store you go into, Macy's or something, and you was there for 35 minutes in this specific area, and then it's going to chase you with those ads. We are going to all need private servers in the future, and we're going to have to go off the grid. We're going to have to just go off the grid. It's bad.
That means off the grid completely. Like,
yes.
You can't even have an email address. It's bad.
Well, let me add on to that, Malcolm. I was watching a video. I don't know how true this is. A new prison system using AI. Did you see this?
Oh, I did. And he's trying to create. It's a concept for now, but he is trying to create a new type of prison system to where you could serve out your whole sentence in a few hours because it hooks up to your brain and it feeds your brain these images of memories and it implants those into your brain. So you'll be in there for an hour, but your brain thinks you're in there for 30 years. Go
ahead.
Because I was thinking that's torture.
It's making you relive. It's making you see things from the perspective of the person that you victimized.
That's crazy.
So if you killed somebody, this neuro thing that you put on is now you have a choice. You can do 10 years or you can do this. And you can put it on and see what it feels like to goddamn, get killed. And that you come out of that rehabilitated. This shit is a concept.
Sounds like a Black Mirror episode. I feel like there was a Black Mirror episode like this, but
probably very similar, where this person is trying to bring this to reality with AI.
So now, because this has never been created, what kind of laws are preventing me from feeding you whatever the hell I want to feed you in your mind?
Well, Total Recall. You remember the movie
Right?
with,
I could
with
be
Schwarzenegger?
in your mind killing you, putting you back together, killing you, putting you back for 30 years straight.
Well, remember,
And you come out completely tore up.
worse. You come out worse. Remember, Malcolm, anything that can do something positive, it creates a vacuum for all of the possibilities of the shit that can be done negatively or what's considered negatively. So if you can go in my mind and alter, that means you have this is inception in real time. You can plant ideas that didn't happen. You can put memories in me that are not real. You can trigger, dude, you know what? God damn it, get this damn thing away from me. I'm going back off the grid with aluminum foil.
Yeah.
On the head.
Thank you for the super chats, people who send super chats. Thank you for the cash apps too. Appreciate those.
Yes, I appreciate all of that. I can't really see, our technology is a little weird today. But yeah, this technology thing it's getting a bit out of hand, man.
Yo, I saw this I was on TikTok too, guys. I'm not gonna lie. But you guys remember the Challenger explosion?
Is that the rocket? Yeah.
Yes. So apparently there was, I think, 6 astronauts on there. It was 6 or 8 astronauts on there that exploded. Apparently, none of that happened, and all of those people are alive.
They still alive. And the dude was showing you this is the same person.
Yeah.
In a new job as a professor or this.
Yo, with the same name.
Yeah, same name. Same name. I think we're gone.
We're gone. T. Alejandro.
Come on, Alejandro, bring us back.
Hit the button.
Now, you're doing something.
At the top. Hit the button.
It's not working. Hold up. It's slow.
Oh,
it's slow.
God. All right, we're back.
There we go. We back.
All right, we're back.
Yeah, and so, and that's very interesting, right?
Yeah.
That's a very interesting stuff, man. It was 6 of them, and none of them died in that thing.
Well, yo, they use the same name.
Dude, how extensive is a person's memory? About a week? 2?
Yeah.
Especially with social media.
Yeah, it was no social media back then either.
Right, no social media. And so even the crisis actors, some of the crisis actors are showing up in 2 or 3 crises.
Yeah.
And you go, wait a minute, wasn't that the girl crying in the last crisis? And so social media has exposed a lot more of it. But dude, the memory span of the people is about 2 weeks, man. Ask me some shit that happened 2 weeks ago, I don't even know.
Yeah. It brings me back to, it's a really good movie. It's called The Man from Earth. Did I ever talk about this?
No.
Oh man, really good movie. It takes place in like one scene. And it's about this guy's professor, and he is leaving. He got tenure and everything, but he's leaving. All his professor colleagues come. They're like, yo, why are you leaving? And he was just like, nah, I just need to go somewhere. And then a couple of professors, obviously, they're super intelligent. They notice original art pieces. Like, well, how the hell did you even get this? Architecture, like, artifacts. Like, where the hell did you even get this? And then the guy apparently is Jesus Christ, right?
Wow.
He cannot die. For some reason, he just can't die. He's just been living through all of these things. And they're asking him about stuff. He's giving really regular answers as to why, the story
because he knows the answer.
He knows the answer, right? And then they asked him, it was a really good way he explained this. They asked him so how don't you know what was going on around this, around the time, the Mesopotamians? He goes, because I wasn't on that side of the planet, so I don't really know. And it was really logical ways that you would answer it. It's a really good movie. I should check it out.
What is it called?
I think The Man from Earth.
Okay, The Man from Earth.
Really, really good movie. I made Avery watch it with me, and she was bored out of her mind, but I was fascinated. I was like, yeah, this is dope.
Yeah, so I think I would like a movie like that. Somebody who can't die, who's lived through experience after experience after experience, and so their art, their life And then you got to keep moving, obviously, because the people around you die.
So he has to. So every few years, because he doesn't age, he has to keep moving to a different, place, kind of set up shop all over again. So that's what
it's like Dracula and shit, vampires and shit.
Really good movie. Let's check that out.
I think I saw what movie I saw was one of them Omen movies where it was an old priest and he ran up on one of his students and I didn't think it was young. He snapped his neck though. He was like, "Nigga, you ain't gonna click. Tell nobody what the fuck's going on around here and shit." Yeah.
There was this woman who went kind of viral. She did a video, black woman, talking about how much she hates Sexy Red. And it was funny.
I saw that.
It was funny. But something has to be said, bro. Like, something really has to be said. Something has to be done. Because she is disgusting. Yeah. And I'm not trying to be prude and I'm not trying to be a fun police, but she's disgusting, guys. Like, yeah.
But she's also playing a character.
And you know what's crazy? The vibe I get from her, it's like somebody, and apparently they found out her entire team is white, by the way.
Okay, I'm not surprised.
Right? Not surprised, makes sense. But it feels like she's getting worse with every, like you said, they never retreat, right? They keep going forward, they never retreat. It's like she does stuff or she says something and they go, wait, they cheering for that? You gotta take it up another notch. Damn, they like that too?
Because
take it up, yeah.
The whole thing is an act. Her name is Sexy Red. It's low chakra vibration energy. It's keeping you grounded in the most treacherous, a vibration that you can. And white people behind them, remember, a lot of them don't have souls. Not all of them. A lot of them don't. And so for them, it's almost like porn for them. You know what I mean? To take this black woman and keep doubling her down and doubling her down, and the money keeps coming in, and she don't know no better because attention is the new form of currency. So you take any girl from the hood and you can make them, they have the means to make anybody into a star that they want. So now she's getting attention that maybe her daddy didn't give her mama didn't give her, and she is somebody or in this world. I didn't watch the BET Awards, because I just don't have time. Sometimes I'll watch it to come back and report to you, but I could just see everybody looks the same. All of the women are dancing the same, and it's all the same
Remy Ma
energy.
Came in damn near naked.
Yes.
And her son is fighting a murder charge. You get what I'm saying? It's just like, what are we doing?
What are we doing here?
What are we doing?
As long as there's an audience for that, Malcolm, and you just got to let it be, because these young people, that's what they associate with success as being, and it is sad. And you don't want to be a Debbie Downer, like you don't know what's going on. But at some point, right is right and wrong is wrong.
Yeah.
At certain time, you should just be able to see this is not healthy for the next generation that's coming up behind it, and it just is what it is. Don't tell me I'm not in tune. No. You don't have to be that in tune to know what's a high vibration and what's a low vibration. And so all of these Suki Hana, all of them is just all on the same vibration, and it's sad to me. So I have put myself in a position where I just don't say nothing. I try to keep it moving, but it is bad.
All right. Hit the button.
Hold on.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Oh, you want to talk about the Amazon? I mean, not Amazon. Arizona tea, iced tea owner.
Oh yeah. Well, they interviewed.
That's out to him.
Yeah, they interviewed the owner of Arizona Iced Tea. That tea's been around for years, and it's been 99 cents forever. And they asked him why he never raised the price. And he gave a very, honest answer. He said, we own everything and we do well. And so that's our way of giving back and keeping things the way they should be. You know what I mean? And I thought that was really, really dope, because what happens is corporations rule everything around me, cream. And once corporations get involved with your company, you know what they do? They have shareholders. And you know what shareholders want? More and more money. And you know, so then you got to raise the price and continue to raise the price. And no individuals own anything anymore, thanks to BlackRock and all of these companies. So the fact that he still owns his company, he has the right to say, listen, by the time we do this, that, and that, I'm still making a profit enough when I'm here, because that is now a staple, 99 cents.
So, because somebody just
that
mentioned.
Hold on.
Absolutely. So, somebody just mentioned that in New York City it's 125. That's not due to the company. That's due to the individual store owners.
Yes.
And you can actually,
because if you
call
you can peel off the cover and it'll say 99 cents on that shit.
And you can actually report that store owner to the Arizona headquarters, and then they'll start to pull out their distribution tip from that store. Like, and because a lot of people, we throw the word inflation around a lot, right? And my man Odie said this. We throw the word around inflation around a lot, but what it actually is price gouging by these corporations.
Yes.
They've been price gouging for a lot. That's why we reported a couple weeks ago, a month and a half ago, I think McDonald's and all these people started like lowering their prices, like all together, and like, oh, we're gonna lower our prices to help people because, you know, we haven't been seeing a lot of traffic through our stores. Like, you could have done that the entire time,
the whole time, but they do. You know what I mean? It's sort of like I'm running a sale right now on this shirt.
Right.
It's based to bring more people in. You know, people like, nigga, you could have been ran that, but then it wouldn't be a sale.
It wouldn't be a sale, right?
It'd just be what it is. You know what I mean? So McDonald's and they got a $5 menu, and you can get 2 burgers, some nuggets, fries, a tall drink. How can I get all that for $5?
Yeah.
Right?
Yo, listen, I knew something was up when I tried to get 2 hash browns from McDonald's and it was $8. I said,
yes,
something's not right here.
Yes.
We used to be a proper country.
Yep.
We used to be a proper country.
Yep.
Hash
Them
browns
just was 99 cents. Yeah.
Insane, bro.
If you order, Eli likes to get the Chick-fil-A, the 30-piece. If he get a 30-piece and I get 2 chicken sandwiches, that bill is $45. 40, and I'm not talking Uber. If I get it from Uber, it's $70.
Easy.
I'm sitting here looking like a clown eating a $9 meal for $72 and shit. You know what I mean? Hee-haw. Yeah. And so this thing is way off the rail, man.
Yeah.
But and at the same time, I don't think you can get a chicken sandwich for 99 cents. Where they getting these chickens from? Is it real meat? Because listen, I bite into a Chick-fil-A and I can tell that this was homegrown.
Yeah, they changed something about that chicken lately.
They did,
bro.
but it's a slight change.
Nah, it's like, man.
Nah, it's the same, bro.
They changed.
You watching too many TikTok videos, nigga.
Nah, I'm dead ass serious. When me and wife, we both noticed it. And then Chipotle, we had Chipotle. I gave them 3 chances.
Oh yeah, the Chipotle fucking up. Yeah.
And it's nasty, bro. I can't. I'm done with them.
Yeah.
I got a burrito yesterday from some hole in the wall spot around
delicious.
Impeccable.
And because it's not manufactured on like a treadmill and shit.
Listen, because
they make that with love. Yeah.
Hole in the wall spot. I was like, nah, this is fire. So.
Yeah. And that's what the mom and pop experience is always supposed to be about. You go into that mom and pop spot because they make food with love. They care about what they do and this and that. You go into Chipotle, and now the new thing when you go into Chipotle, you gotta have your camera out when you order food. Let me get chicken.
Put more.
And because you got the camera on, they gotta, this motherfucker, give me some more rice. Because if not, and I know they hate that shit, but if I go in there, I'm bringing my camera, nigga. Yeah. Chipotle. Because they were getting a bad reputation that they was skimming on the food. Yeah, they was kind of tight, so now I'm going in with my camera. Let me get, yeah, you damn right. You damn right. I watch enough TikTok videos to know.
Oh my gosh. You are a fool, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I wanted to talk about this story. So there is, so we talked about Bronny getting drafted, right?
Yeah.
So the player that got drafted by the Utah Jazz, crazy story, right? And I'm gonna try to condense it. So when he was, I believe, in high school, his senior in high school, he had an older girlfriend. She was like 24 years old. And when he got to college, he like cut off his entire family, right?
Okay.
Now, apparently this girl was converting him or telling him to convert over to Mormonism and stuff like that. And then apparently she was grooming him. And then he gets drafted to the Utah Jazz. Obviously, Mormon capital of the world. And people think like there was some kind of like, not Manchurian candidate, but something crazy because she kind of got him as an 18-year-old.
Is he black?
Now. He's white.
Okay. So he's white, which means I really don't care. However, for the sake of telling the story, she's his handler.
Basically, yeah. I think that was
and to show you their range of power, what are the chances of him being drafted by the Utah Jazz?
Utah Jazz, exactly.
Right? So the Mormons have power. Don't get it twisted. They don't flaunt their power the way the Scientologists do and other people do, but the Mormons have tremendous power. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so now, well, what are they saying? He's giving all of his money to her or the church?
I don't know. That's where the story ended for me, but I just was fascinated by it.
Yeah.
Because what are the chances?
It is his duty to give all of his money to the Mormon church.
Probably.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah.
So we take another commercial. Yeah, get your questions ready.
All right,
please.
we're gonna try this again. It's gonna be some weird, corky delays.
We're gonna cross our fingers that this commercial works.
Yes.
All right.
We'll tell Mama Dad to tell us when we're ready.
Families can't work together. Family businesses just don't work. Never mix money and family together. All wrong. Okay? And I should know. For the past 7 years, I've been working with the people that I love and trust the most. My family. We've been able to do some incredible things. Okay, we have over 60,000 YouTube subscribers, over 12 million views, over 1 million podcast downloads, 3 published books, mine included, okay, a 6-figure merch line and a 6-figure membership and so much more, okay? And we've been able to do that with family being the foundation. Now, what if I told you there's a proven 3-step system that I call the FAM method that not only makes family businesses work, but also thrive? So this is what I did because I know there's a lot of people out there who would love to build a business with their family, the ones that they love and trust the most, but they just don't know how to start, or they have something, but they just don't know how to grow it, okay? So I created a free training where I go step by step in the 3-step system of the FAM method and to show you how to not only create something that works, but also is successful. All right, all you have to do is click the link below, give me your name and email, and we can get started, all right? Don't let the myths and misconceptions fool you into thinking that you cannot build something amazing with your family today, all right? Peace.
Tired of reading, doing research, and extensive studying to fact check the information that you present? Well, now you don't have to. Become a YouTube scholar. That's right, a YouTube scholar. Throw away those books. No need to quote real scholars. Burn those research papers. All you need is a YouTube connection. Watch YouTube videos at night, in the daytime, during breakfast, while you're on the toilet. Impress your friends with information you really don't know. After 100 videos watched, you are now a YouTube scholar. To sign up for this program, dial 1-800-WHY-STUDY. That's 1-800-WHY-STUDY. But wait, there's more. Log on to shopurbanx.com to pick up the latest in urban apparel.
And we're back. Okay.
And we're back.
All right. Looks like we're going to get through this night, guys. Looks like we're going to get through this night.
And then we will call technical support.
Absolutely. Because what
and be like, what the hell's going on here? Yes.
Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Amidst the technical difficulties, but we here putting on a show for you guys. Feel me?
Yes, we will not be here Thursday because we're going to be at the International Arts African Festival. We're going to put the flyer up. It's in Brooklyn.
But me and Pops will be doing, we will be keeping up with the content.
Yeah. Every day we're going to pop in
Every
on
day.
you and drop something on you. Pop in on you, drop something on you.
Yeah.
I'll be going live from the event as well.
Yes.
Dropping in, showing you some things going on. So just want to put that out there.
Yeah,
and
so
it's
we don't leave it
Thursday,
hanging.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right? So
check
the
us out.
4th of July weekend.
Okay.
Right?
So I saw this that Boeing, the plane company, they will be charged with criminal fraud. And the company is given to the end of the week to take a guilty plea or face trial, according to Bloomberg.
Now, the guilty plea, does that mean they just have to pay compensation?
Probably, but it's probably be a lot. And it probably opens the door for more suits.
Right. So which one is going to benefit them is what they're going to have to decide. Because if you go to trial, it could be drawn out for a long period of time, but the penalty could be greater.
Right.
Yes.
So it's kind of like, what you have to kind of pick your poison there.
Yes. Somebody said, is Eli okay since the Warriors broke up? Yeah, he not taking that one too well, Wayne.
Yeah.
With Clay out of here to the Dallas Mavericks. He's, but he understands. And Eli is what we call a bandwagoner. So
he's
he'll
going to
choose
find a
new
better team. He might be a Celtics fan.
Shit, he might be down with the Celtics by next week.
Yeah.
Eli don't play. He don't waste no time on losing teams. As soon as Kobe was done, he moved on to Golden State. As soon as the Patriots was done, he moved on to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's what I love about Eli. There's no shame in his game. He go where the winners are.
He'll get the jersey.
Yes.
He'll get the jerseys. He'll know all the history for the team. So you can't like, nigga, since when you like them, tell me. Yeah. And he'll tell you.
Yeah, he don't play.
Yeah.
He be like, since last week, that's my team. So, yeah.
So yeah, I heard what's his name? Klay Thompson. I heard he was a bit of a headache to be on the team as well.
Well, when you're dealing with guys for that long, see, this is the behind the scenes stuff you don't hear about.
Yeah.
Draymond Green is bonkers behind the scenes. You know what I mean? So they all have their, their ways, their diva ways about them, and you just see the stuff they want you to see. That's it.
Yeah, and it's hard to keep a championship winning team together. It's really, really hard.
People don't realize the Celtics hated each other. Larry Bird, McHale, Robert Parrish, they hated each other, bro. You know what I'm saying? We were fortunate enough to get a behind the scenes with the 10-part series that Jordan did, and that was from Jordan's perspective.
Yeah.
So he controlled the narrative, but all of these teams, Magic Johnson, if you saw the series, Winning Time, Kareem hated Magic. He was so anti everything Magic was, it was ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They winning. And when you're winning, you can gloss over a few more things. Phil Jackson wrote a whole book on Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Telling you he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And then went back and coached them again.
And won 2 more rings.
And won 2 more rings.
Yeah. Speaking of Kobe,
Yes.
Speaking of Kobe, did you hear what his I think it was like ex best friend had to say about him?
I did. I did. And
Yeah,
all of
that's
them stories I can believe. Kobe was he was a weird guy. He was anti everything. He come from Italy here. They said he was socially awkward. He did weird things like wouldn't speak to the whole team on the bus. He didn't become real humanized until after he retired. Winning was that much to him. He patterned his entire game after from Michael Jordan. I mean, every single move. I know you've seen the videos where they juxtapose them and show you. So his whole life was a weird anomaly of events that he was replicating, And so he was a weird guy. And most people will tell you he was a piece of shit until he retired and died. And then people want to go, oh, well, Kobe was this and that, and tell all of these Kobe stories. I didn't like nothing about Kobe's game. Nothing. Now, was he nice? Sure. But I thought he was selfish. The same thing I thought about Michael Jordan. Just, selfish. Can get a bucket anytime he want. Until Phil Jackson came in and just told Mike, okay, cool. We know you can score on anybody in the world. What else can you do to help us win? And when Mike figured that out, the rest was history. Because he even admitted, yeah, I can get a bucket anytime I want, but if I got 4 other people just sitting around waiting to, and I saw Kobe one time spited the Lakers because Phil was on his case about, you need to pass the ball. So you know what he did against the Phoenix Suns?
he would just pass.
He just passed the ball the whole game.
Yeah.
That's how vain he was. I think he sabotaged the championship against Detroit because Karl Malone made passes at his wife. He knew that he had threw Shaq under the bus. There was a lot of things going on, and I think he sabotaged it. He has that kind of ability to do that. And once he passed away, you know what I'm saying? Now everyone wants to honor and greet him and, call him this saint. But, it's a little deeper than that, in my humble opinion.
So, yeah, I thought that was interesting.
And anybody let me add this, anybody who would treat their parents the way he treated his parents, I don't give a fuck if they liked your girl or not. Those are your parents, bro.
Yeah.
For you to be on the top of the mountain and have your sisters ain't got nothing to do with that. To have you, and then for you to pass away and this girl who inherited everything to still don't help your parents is bad. In my humble opinion, it's just bad.
I agree. Somebody asked me, there's a documentary on Netflix called like Tell 'Em You Love Me or something like that. And it's about a professor who basically took advantage of a disabled person who was talking through like a speech thing. And I tried to, me and Avery, we tried to watch it. But it's like one of those things where we couldn't stomach it, if that makes sense.
Is it because she was exploiting this person?
Yes, it's like when you understand, like when you have somebody disabled in your life, and the thought of somebody really just taking advantage of them, like it takes like a different.
But remember, them people don't have souls. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
So they don't see the wrong in taking full advantage of somebody who can't do nothing for them, and you're using this to exploit every aspect of who they are. There's no compassion. There's no empathy. And you're walking around seeing people who don't have compassion and empathy.
Yeah, I couldn't watch too long. We got to like the first episode.
Beat her ass.
Yeah, we got to like the first episode, and I was just like, nah, I can't do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't.
Yeah, it was a situation even in Eli's school back in the days where this student, he wrote a book. He was disabled. And all the teachers took the money or took the fame or credit. The kid ain't getting, they wheeled him out on the news, all of this kind of shit. I remember him, and he had a great story. And then when they pulled up the cover, the teachers were stealing all the goddamn money and the proceeds from the book. You know what I mean? Real bad.
See?
The most
See?
me and Eli will do, I'll exploit him. We'll walk in front of a movie line. You know what I mean?
what I'm
Like when
saying?
Eli
Like-
used to go to Great Adventures, he had all the kids with him because they knew he could walk to the front of the line.
This is true. This is true. That's not the
Eli be
same
like,
though.
it's like he was in a club. He'd be like, yo, I got him, and him. They'd be like, all right, and they would all ride. And then when Eli get tired and don't want to go on rides, they go, come on, Eli. That's some bullshit, man. He like, look, I'm tired, man. Nah, man. Now I gotta wait on the line.
You selfish.
You selfish, man. You only thinking about yourself, nigga.
Let me use your wheelchair, yo.
Let me use your wheelchair and shit, you know. And Malcolm, I'm gonna tell the story. We did that to you. Remember when we went to Make-A-Wish Foundation? You know, they took all of us.
I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? And then when Eli didn't want to go out with us no more, because they give you like a sticker.
Yeah.
So we put the sticker on Malcolm. And people were going, hey, little guy. Malcolm was like, hey, man, you know. He said, come on to the front of the line, man. Don't worry about it. And Malcolm didn't have to, you know, put it on like that. He was like, yeah, man. Shit is rough out here. Because, you know, all disabilities are not, you know, you can't see them with your physical eye sometimes. And, man, Malcolm milked that shit. We went to the Universal Studios, and we was walking to the front of the line because they saw that sticker. I was like, yeah, I have my son here with me. Malcolm was like, hey, yeah, you know. He was like, does he talk? I mean, does he need anything? Like, nah, he'll be all right. We was on all the rides and shit. So we're guilty. We're guilty of these crimes, Malcolm.
Yeah.
You know, I have to be transparent.
It's not the same.
We're not exploiting people for their money, but yeah, we are. Yeah, we did that.
It's not the same, but I remember that, dude. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
It was me and you and Marcus. I remember that.
Yeah, me, you, and Marcus and shit. And we was like, come on, let him through.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah.
No, that happened. That happened on every
terrible.
ride at the
But it
Universal
happened.
Studios.
Yeah.
Yep. That happened.
Yep.
Like, they was putting us on the elevator.
Yeah, they
Up
was
to-
bringing us like VIP. No, you don't have to walk up these stairs. Follow us. We was like, all right.
That was funny.
Yeah,
That
we were
was
taking
funny.
full advantage. Yeah.
All right, stop laughing, you guys. Not that funny. Not that funny. What do you think about Angel Reese?
Angel Reese, she's doing that damn thing. Now, she clearly gonna get the Rookie of the Year as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
But it's something Whitlock said. What's his name?
Jason Whitlock?
Jason
That
Whitlock.
boy?
And I don't really watch him a lot. But ever since he said it, I can't unsee it. He said the top half of her body looks like it's not connected to the bottom half of her body. And now when she runs, she looks like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. You know, he was running and the top of his body was doing like this and the bottom half was barely moving. I can't unsee it. But she is killing it out there, and she should get Rookie of the Year with no problems. No problems. So shout out.
I can't wait till that happens because I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yes, and if she doesn't, you know, the fix is in.
Oh, absolutely, because like she's breaking records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double
to be
doubles
clear.
as a rookie and all this kind of shit. Yeah. She transitioned to the game lovely, to the pro game. Shout out Reese.
So people think, going back to the elections and stuff like that. So people think that Michelle Obama might usher in a third and fourth term for Obama.
Something is going on. Right. So that's why I'm saying keep all of that in play, because if she's in there, it's him.
You know, absolutely.
He's even had a couple of Freudian slips. If you saw where he said he's still running the country. He was like, as your president, I mean, Biden, he tried to make a joke out of it, but there was a couple of Freudian slips in there, like they were trying to tell you something.
I just think like bringing them back, like I feel like it just has to be new people, like on both sides, just new people, because what's happening is the longer they stay in my opinion, the questioning that regular people have for both of them is getting tougher and tougher because it's just like y'all the only ones that's there. Yo, in the debate, I was gonna say in the debate, if I was Trump, I would cook Biden off of his of these past 4 years, and then the fact that he was in the White House for damn near 8 other years prior to that as being the vice president.
Listen, but you're talking about cognitive dissonance shit. You're talking about stuff people already know but don't care about. He can call us predators. He can say his kids are not going to these jungles with these black kids. He could be on a float with the head of the Grand Wizard of the KKK, which he was. All of these things do not. He could have helped draw up the damn crime bill. He could do all of that. They have convinced you that he is better than Trump. And so that's all that matters. We're not talking common sense. We're not talking critical thinking. We're not talking analysis. I told you that this whole social media stuff is just something different. It's just he is better than him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So even if he has all of these faults, it's still better than him.
Yeah.
And that's where we are with it, bro. And side note, Bush, the Clintons, the Obamas, and the Bidens are all in bed together.
Yeah.
That's the conglomerate.
Yeah.
They have all, even though Bush was a Republican, it don't matter.
They
They
think about
run
how many
this
years
bitch.
is that? How many years was that?
That's
'cause
20 years.
That's 2 Clinton terms, 2
Two
Bush
Clinton
terms,
2 Bush terms,
2 Obama terms,
2 Obama terms.
and then one Biden term. That's
boom,
crazy.
Boom, that's 30 years.
30 years damn near. Like,
And then Bush connected to his daddy. Dude, it's the same people, bro. Same people. Yep.
yep. Crazy. What else we got?
It's time for me to get out of here, bro. I'm baking.
Yeah. I am hungry.
Yes.
I'm hungry. So, with that being said, guys, we appreciate you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to UrbanX TV. Visit shopurbanx.com. Get some of this new merch. Not Like Us shirt. The bling for the ladies. Those are up there as well.
Yeah.
Those are dope. And if you will be out in the New York tri-state area this weekend, we will be out there on July 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Live performances. My man Ken Taylor will be performing. For those who rock with us in our morning group, it's going to be over 55,000 people that walk through those gates for that weekend. It's on, it's popping. Come get something cultural, something to eat, something to drink, something to wear. We're going to be there.
We're going to be there, all right? So, peace.
Peace.